From time to time, the concept group are asked to carry out jobs which are a little bit different from the norm. Concept Pest Control are being asked to go out today and have a look at a site for a client who's got issues with rats in a basement. This is a completely disused basement, so it's not somewhere where the client would ever venture, but we found some evidence that there is rat activity in the area. We'll send a couple of technicians down and they'll carry out proofing work for us. One of the benefits of Concept Pest Control is our technicians all hail from different backgrounds. We've got two guys worked previously on building sites, one's a fully qualified joiner. So that gives them a good insight into the structure and the fabrics of buildings, what's likely to be going on behind stud walls or even inside block. And we've got another technician who previously worked in the drainage industry, so he can understand what's happening within sewer systems, pipe work, and where those may be compromised. So that gives those guys a little bit more of a flexibility, or a bit more of an idea of what issues they're going in to address. So today we're going to go out with the pest technicians, have a look at a job that they've been asked to take a look at, and see what work needs to be done. So every now and again a client will bring us a bit more of a challenge than normal days. This is a site we've been brought down to try and do some proofing work. We've got a restaurant with a basement area. The basement area, to all extents and purposes, has been closed off to the restaurant, so the normal pest control hasn't been looking after this area, but having found that there was issues in the restaurant, we were able then to get access to this area, and we see quite a number of problems. One of the first ones we've come across, we have a manhole cover here which has a fairly obvious crack in it, and we'll get that replaced. You'll also see to the side of the manhole cover where some of the bench and some of the side of the manhole has broken away, and that's allowing rats up and down direct access into the sewers. So that's sort of first obstacle, is to get that secured, replace the manhole, fill in any of the holes around that, and we'll get that secured, and then we'll show you some of the other problems. So what we're looking at in this room, there's quite a very obvious rat hole underneath this board, and this has been obviously put up by a previous contractor to try and block the rats out. The rats have chewed their way through in almost a caricature type mouse hole, rat hole, something like you'd see in the cartoons. You can see the rats have been crawling in and out of that hole and have cleared the rubble, so very obvious signs of activity there. You'll also see some gnawing on the board over here, and you'll see a lot of rat droppings on the ground. This is the sort of challenges that the guys will come and come up against every now and again. But our guys are professionals, they know what they're doing, and they're prepared to take on all these challenges. Behind this soil stack, which is the sewer line from the restaurant, there's a break into the sewers. In all likelihood, there's probably somewhere in that sewer line there's going to be a fault. What we look to do is just fill in that hole. We'll place wire wool down into the hole, and then we'll back that up with concrete, and that just stops the rats from chewing up or chewing back down, because they won't chew through the wire wool. We'll also put a chamfer of concrete along this just to stop them from chewing through that area too.
So this is another rat hole here. You can see all the ribbons from them travelling in and out. They're actually coming out here and onto the pipework, which is connected to the grease trap. The grease trap's missing its lid, and they're feeding out of it and then back down through the hole. So we're going to replace the lid and wire wool and concrete this hole so that they can't gain access anymore.
Okay, so we're just going to use mesh in behind the toilets here, because as we'll have rodents in the area, we don't want them coming through holes up into here. We'll have wire walls here where there's rubbins into the back of the toilets. So as soon as we wire in here, that stops access in the back. Okay.